Letters of John Nelson Darby, Volume 1, Letter 83E, of 1031. P. 162. My dear brother, I was purposing writing to you when your note arrived. I have heard that the flesh manifested itself in the circumstances attending the leaving Orchard Street, as also it was stirred up by the way they were dealt with. I write to you to say that if this has been so, into which I do not inquire, I justify it in no way, I leave it to the Lord's judgment. I go upon the broad ground that I get for myself, brethren avowedly clear of all upholding of Bethesda, without to me any other question. I stated in my circular I should not go where persons were received from Bethesda. Bethesda received those who had been rejected as the avowed associates of Mr. Newton, thus forcing us to, if we owned Bethesda, to receive them back again. After what I stated yesterday, I have nothing to add. I can conceive no more miserable effort to serve the doctrine than the document still upheld by Bethesda. As to people's consciences, you must allow me to respect my own as well as others, and, if others are determined to uphold what I believe to be wickedness, not to walk with them. If others judge so too, how can I condemn them? I have since I left Ebrington Street asked for the fellowship of none, except they felt disposed to receive me as having taken my position. I think Bethesda's position a very wicked one, and I think upholding it is wickedness, though ignorance about it may not be. The question of doctrine is not the question with Bethesda, but that of their trying to screen those who held it, and thus to force neutrality upon others. That they will not do with me. They have taken their position, and I have taken mine, and I shall act as to all so as to make it as clear as possible. But I am not now going to take any part in what is going on. I feel sure I have the Lord with me. Time will shew. I think your position a false one. I do not pretend to judge how others may have wounded your sensibilities, for I really do not know. I pronounce no judgment whatever on the acts of persons in my absence. It is very probable I might not have agreed in them, as I felt the Lord was acting, and that the truest way was to leave Bethesda and its associates alone, and that they were in the Lord's hands. But I was not the judge of what others did. I desire earnestly that you may be brought in peace and brotherly unity out of a position I believe to be false. I have sorrows, but no difficulty. I can wait upon others, and I do so, but I cannot willingly make my position equivocal. I go on very broad plain ground. I think Bethesda very bad. I cannot own it as if it was not. I believe it has been publicly and avowedly unfaithful to Christ, hence that its supporters are upon terrible ground. That suffices to guide my conduct. In dealing with others I shall endeavor to do so according to the grace and truth that is in the Lord Jesus. Such a position is very simple and makes the path very plain, if one only knows how to walk in it. There has been division where there have been supporters and justifiers of Bethesda, but where the guilt lies in that case the Lord will judge. I am not aware, unless a very few individuals, that there has been, where there has been faithful firmness. Yours affectionately in the Lord. August 5, 1849. 51083E.